Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to build a bowl for fruit. I have some scrap pieces of maple, purple heart, and walnut that I will use. I probably need a little more maple for the bowl. The scrap piece I have probably won't be enough. The piece of maple I had is 1.1 centimeters thick. I cut 3 more pieces of maple to the same thickness. Then I take the small piece of walnut and cut it into 4 1.1 centimeter thick pieces. The piece of purple heart is 1.5 centimeters thick. I keep this measurement as the width and cut the piece into 4 1.1 centimeter thick pieces. Now I take the pieces of maple and cut them into 2.2 centimeter wide pieces so that I get a total of 8 pieces that are 2.2 centimeters wide. Next, I take the pieces of walnut and cut them into 8 2.3 centimeter wide pieces. Now I have all the pieces I need for the 4 sides. Let's see if I calculated correctly. 2.3 plus 2.3 plus 2.2 plus 2.2 plus 2.2 plus 2.2 plus 1.5 equals 14.9 centimeters, which is pretty accurate. Time to glue the pieces together. The glue has dried and I have removed the excess glue with a chisel. To ensure the pieces have a completely flat surface, I run both sides through the planer machine. I cut the pieces in half and place the saw cut exactly in the joint of the pieces of walnut and purple heart. Then I place the stop block 20 centimeters from the saw blade and cut the uneven side of the 4 pieces. I make marks 6.5 centimeters from the short side of the pieces midway between the top piece of walnut and the second top piece of maple. Next, I drill holes in the pieces according to the markings with a 30mm drill. Time to mill away the material between the drill holes. I start by milling a groove between the part of the drill holes that is closest to the top of the pieces. Then I mill a new groove between the lower part of the holes. I have set the saw blade at a 45-degree angle and cut a small template piece that helps me get the exact same diagonal saw cut on all the pieces. I place the template piece so that the pointed part points to the left and cut one side of all 4 pieces. When I'm done with one side, I turn the template so that the pointed part is pointing to the right. Then I cut the other side of the pieces. Time to mill a circular shape on top of the pieces. I have made a small simple jig where I attach the pieces before milling. I round off the edges on the top of the pieces and the edges of what look like handles. It's almost time to start gluing. Before I glue, I tape the pieces together. Now I have put glue on all the surfaces that will be glued and also put some masking tape to protect the inside from glue leaking out. I fold the pieces together and tape the last corner. I adjust the saw blade to 18.5 degrees and cut the bottom plate for the fruit bowl. Time to test if the bottom plate fits. The nearest side needs a little adjustment. Then it fits perfectly. There were some small gaps on the inside. To hide these and strengthen the glued joints, I glued small triangular ribs in each corner. I have applied a layer of epoxy, let it harden and sanded it lightly. Now I am applying the second layer. I apply this layer a little thinner to avoid any runs and to avoid orange peel as much as possible. However, on a sloping or vertical surface, it is not possible to avoid orange peel completely. It is something you have to live with when applying epoxy with a brush. Now the bowl is completely finished. It wasn't that bad.